In the personal motivation, or in other words, self-motivation process, the issues we must think about and we must decide on include or involve who you truly are. This is a question. What drives you emotionally? It's really connected with self motivation, what it is. What you expect financially from the future or for the time being. What success really means to you. Why your motivation rises or falls. How relationships affect your self direction. How you restart and how you restart and continue after stopping unexpectedly way. Motivation, particularly self-motivation, is a process that begins with desire to achieve a goal, and it enables a person make an effort with willingness and determination towards this purpose. In the self-motivation process, people may be influenced by financial and non-financial incentives from the outside, or it is already inside inner self. These incentives, such as praise, reward, personal development, and your support to others' development, and inner enrichment in every sense. However, what truly matters is the ability. Sometimes self motivation becomes and switch to ability to manage the behaviors strictly related to these incentives in line with persons' own values, abilities, needs, intellects, emotions, reactions, and expectation. In other sides, self-motivation and the effect, the side effect of self-motivation's activities may indeed start instantly with external rewards. However, the process of self-motivation usually involves the individual directing their own drives consciously. And self-motivation becomes the other power that adapting them to the situation without depending on the approval of others, without depending on approval of others, and progressing step by step towards their goals. A person who believes in inner self and external rewards, but in another way, if they believe themselves, they can sustain their motivation by aligning with their inner world with external influences. For this, it is essential that they classify and prioritize their goals to update their needs, expectation, and personal development. Sometimes, maybe some behavioral needs to be upgraded. This way, it becomes possible for one to realize that they can shape their life with their own will without being puppets. It means you can hold your string. Yeah. Personal motivation, but it called self-motivation, the recent literature, is a chain of events and decision that begins with individual becoming interested in a goal. A goal supposed to be attractive to you or to who wants to make a self-day motivation process and plan. Decisions that begins with individual becoming interested in a goal, then triggered by situation, experience, knowledge, and learned habit. Learned habit means if we make the habit, if you make the action again, you turn to habits repeatedly. Experience, knowledge, and learned habits and putting forth their utmost effort to reach the goal. If a person believes that they will gain the end of their efforts is valuable to them, they feel rewarded with every action they take towards the goal. Believing that every task they perform is connected with the rewards, praise, and development. They focus on their energy on their goal and make determined effort to give their best performance. Motivation is the ability, yes, we can say freely, responsibly happiness upon reach goals, seeing dream comes true, whether the outcome is positive or negative, knowing that they themselves manage to complete their process. If a person is motivated, they experience each progress step and each moment failure with awareness of I wanted this, I want to do this, I did it deliberately and planned way, celebrating their success and learning from their failures to continue the progress and the next steps. The stage of self-motivation may be short, may be long. If a person feels happiness along with success each time they reach the goal, motivation combined with learned habits and skills can produce satisfying results. It's it's completely personal. A person who wants to achieve their self-motivation must be sure that they can shape their lifelong their own path without being influenced by others' directions.